take off. 39-hour, second to the last red snapper of this extended red snapper season. I'm calling it a bonus trip. I was supposed to be on here the weekend, but it got canceled, so I'm doing my first Sunday trip of the year. Captain Dave in the wheelhouse. We'll go up and talk to him in a minute. All right, we got Captain Dave here, man. He is back. He worked for Hubbard's a few years ago, and he's come back to us, and this is his first 39-hour trip at the helm since he made it back, so we're going to interview him. First of all, welcome back, Captain.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
So tell us what you've been up to a little bit and what brought you back.
Well, I worked for Hubbard's for a while and ran pretty much all the boats, and then I took a little bit of break and started running some crew boats up in Charleston, South Carolina. Did that for about a year and a half, and now I'm back.
Back? All right. So this is your first 39-hour back?
This is my first solo 39 being back with Hubbard's.
So what can we expect? What are we going for?
It's going to be amazing. Yeah, we're going to go out, we're going to hit our night spots, hit our mango, yellowtails, all that good stuff, but I got some special spots we're going to hit for our gags tomorrow with red snapper.
Sounds like a plan, man. I'm ready to pull on one.
Yeah, they've been hanging out in deeper water. You know, they haven't quite moved in on us, and Joey and I wrecked them here a couple weeks ago. We're going back to finish them off.
So how long have you been captaining, sir?
I've been a captain for about 10 years now. I actually started out with a hunting ranch. I had a high fence African game preserve in North Florida, and that's kind of what started my career in my mid-20s, and then I sold the ranch and transitioned into the water.
You were six-pack chartering for a little while.
I was a six-pack charter. I lost, unfortunately, my 22-year-old son Halloween night. Today is 7 years.
I'm sorry for your loss.
And I appreciate that. When that happened, I sold the six-pack business and came to work for Hubbard.
Well, I've always thought that the best way you can honor somebody you love is to live your life to the fullest.
That's right. That's right. And the Hubbards, they've all been like family to me, everybody that works here. And so I'm excited about this trip. I got Joey and everybody on board with me, you. So it's going to be a good trip.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's right.
Thanks a lot. Let's go get it.
We don't know for sure.
Looked like he had a smaller fish, got it off the bottom about 10 feet, and it got slammed. But he's working it. He's gaining some ground on him, he says. At that beautiful sunrise bite right here. Like I say, do we have an office out here with a view or what, man? We still don't know if Walter's got the shark or the shark has Walter. See if we can make him smile. There he is. He's got a big shark on here. He's got a big shark on right here. I was hoping he would get him to smile first. All right. Well, worthy fight. He's gone.
Getting close to the end, boys. Still getting some snappers.
Hi.
Yes, sir. This guy's killed him. Red snapper?
I think so.
Oh man, he's got me.
It's all right, it's not bad. There's one. They're chewing just before sunset. He's got a good one on. Got one, Sean? Hold him up. Nice. Another red snapper. Good one. Got him?
You'll never win if you don't count.
Yes, sir. Lift up.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
We've been cranking a
All
while.
right, that's covered. Snapper. Foul hook.
Foul hook red snapper, but he's a keeper. Good job. All right, we're going to circle back on up here, see what we get. More red snapper. Good job, good job. Y'all having a good time?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm gonna get up here and see if I can find a dumb one. Snapper, that is. I'm not talking about y'all. I don't take offense.
You just pulled a good one in now.
I see that.
It's not your size.
John's got the big one.
Not yet. Well, it ain't over till it's over, man. Got a fish on? We got two. You got a fish on too? No? You can see what just happened to my pinfish. He got bit right in half. Look at that. There's the captain working hard, putting fish in the box.
That's right.
Gags, red snapper, everywhere. Look at that scamp.
Just lost a sailfish.
Just lost a sailfish. I couldn't quite get over there at time. Here's a nice red snapper just flying over the deck. There we go. Handfuls of snapper over here. All right, that's going to do it for this, as I call it, bonus 39-hour trip, Sunday trip. Joe's reeling it in the anchor for the last time. We're going to be heading back to Hubbard's Marina, Johns Pass. We had a stellar trip, ladies and gentlemen. The weather ended up being really nice. It's probably about 70 degrees, maybe low. Don't, oh man, never do that. Never ever do what you just did. If that thing slips off and catches you, you're done. But anyway, we had great weather. It was pretty much like this most of the trip. It was kind of rough a little bit on the way out, but it got steadily nice. And as you can see, it is absolutely spectacular out here right now. We had a jam-up overall trip. The mango bite was a little bit disappointing, but overall it wasn't too bad. But once we got out here to deeper water in daybreak, it's just been one big stop after another. Probably the most gags that I've seen in quite some time, maybe in a decade or more, like Joey said. I limited out myself. Red snapper, a lot of big ones. I got the biggest one that I've caught this year. We'll see if it holds up to win the jackpot. I think it probably will. But that is the sound, ladies and gentlemen, of going home. That metal on metal is the sound of going to the house. This is the front box. It is absolutely full.
I'm still stringing them.
You'll see them at the dock when we get back, but this box is full. The back box is pretty much full. I know this box over here is full of nothing basic but big red gags, right?
Right, that's right. Yeah, that's pretty much 3/4 of the way full of gags and then a layer of snappers.
So we had a jam-up trip. Tell us all about it, Joe.
Yeah, it was great. The mangrove fishing was mediocre most of the night. It got better more towards sunup. We got some yellowtails, and then we made a run out to this deeper water, and fishing was pretty much bang up.
On fire.
On fire. The gags were crazy. The gag bite was the best I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, we probably, like you said in your talk earlier, probably got about 50. Or
I would say 50, maybe even more.
We'll see them back.
First stop last night, I think we got 10 or 12 first stop, and then didn't see any more till today, and they just popped off. It was great. And then like you said, later in the day, the snappers bit too. The gags bit every stop, I think. It was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. We've got Ed on board, the little bird.
The little bird, in memory of Jighead Ed over there.
He's here somewhere.
He's right there.
Oh yeah, cool. He's been riding with us for a few hours.
There he is. All right, man. Well, we'll see you back at the dock.
Yes,
right?
sir. Looking forward to it.
All right, Jim's cutting up some pork shoulder, it looks like here.
Pork tenderloin.
Pork tenderloin, excuse me. Some nice potatoes, probably fogging up the lens a little bit.
Gravy over there.
Gravy? Right.
Yeah.
Looks really good, sir. I'll get some in a little bit.
Check out that beautiful sunset we're about to eat too.
It's beautiful. I'm gonna watch you make this plate.
Got some carrots, potatoes, onions here. Gravy.
A little gravy to top it off.
Yeah, top it all off.
That looks good for you, sir.
Very good.
Enjoyed fishing with y'all. Good job, Jim.
Thank you.
We'll get a little of this skylight out here. Enjoy yourself? Yeah, I'm gonna film it. It won't show up very good on here, but I know.
Yeah, it won't have the lunch this morning was nicer.
Well, there she is, the Johns Pass Bridge there off in the distance. Got a lot of birds flying around today. They're glad to see us, welcoming us back. But we're just about home. We had a stellar trip, especially on the gags. Lots of big red snapper. You'll see them back at the dock here in just a moment, but we got the most gags I've seen on this boat in a long time. I'd say we're in the 50 range. And some pretty nice ones. No real huge ones. I think there's a couple around 20 pounds. Most of them were in the 10 to 15 pound range. I ended up limited out myself. Limited out on red snapper. I got probably the biggest red snapper I've seen this year. I'm hoping it will hold up and win the jackpot. We'll see when we get back to the dock. But it's a little brisk up here right now. Beautiful clear morning, but a little bit chilly, and I'm not quite dressed for it yet. So I'm gonna get back inside, but we'll see you back at the dock, so to speak. Crab pot's right in the middle of the water. That was the old Two Georges, yes. The friendly used to be the Two Georges. Just a start. This pile's going to grow considerably because this is just this spot. They got barrels of fish to come up here yet. Nice tail. Ice down good. There's Captain Dylan doing his morning live stream. When the boat comes in about a half hour, 45 minutes afterwards, he usually always does a live stream, so check it out on his Facebook page and on the Hubbard's Marina Facebook page. He also does a Sunday night live show on the Hubbard's Marina Facebook page as well as others. He's even on my site, John Martin Talks. But he comes on at 8:30 on Sunday nights. Check him out, it's pretty informative.
Good morning, guys. Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina. Captain Dave, Captain Joe, John, and Pete, and Jim just came back in on a 39-hour fishing trip. They destroyed the gag grouper, and they got some nice red snapper, yellowtails, mangrove, scamp, and many, many more. Killer trip, and looks like we called it. We've been talking about it the last 5 days about how that post front gag grouper bite should be good, and this trip definitely proved that with a massive pile of gag groupers. Looks like you guys had a good trip, huh?
We did.
Yeah, I heard you guys had a sailfish.
We did. Right at the end of the trip, we got one hooked
Nice. You had a sailfish. How did you guys hook that sailfish?
He actually picked it up right off the bottom.
You picked it up off the bottom, so they were bottom fishing?
Yeah, we were bottom fishing. It was our last stop of the night, and yeah, he picked it up and did a little dance on us.
Nice. So it got off the hook before we could get it boat side, huh?
It did. We had so many gags and snapper coming up. There were just, everybody was bent over, and he just came out of nowhere. So it was going to be a little difficult to get him in.
That's awesome, man. So it looks like the gag grouper cooperated well. Was that mostly live bait, or were you guys catching them on dead bait too?
We were catching them dead bait also. They were on fire. Almost every stop we went to, they were coming up quick.
How was the red snapper bite?
Red snapper bite was good also. Yeah,
nice.
Everything was right after this storm. We weren't sure what they were going to do, but yeah, the bite was on fire.
So behind the front, they were stacked up, huh?
They were literally stacked up. I had 20 gags on the deck at one time.
That's crazy. So the mangrove snapper cooperated too. I saw some nice mangroves in the pile.
They did. I moved into the grounds. First stop, we got 12 gags. And the
That's
mangoes
awesome.
were coming up, yellowtail, got some nice scamps. And about 6 o'clock in the morning, I pushed out another 20 miles west, got in some deeper water, and the fish just kept coming. Couldn't slow them down.
That's awesome, man. It looks like one heck of a trip. Well, it looks like you got some yellowtails, porgies, some almacos in there. What was the scamp caught on, do you know? That's a big old scamp over there.
Yeah, they got him on a pinfish.
Small pinfish?
Small pinfish.
Nice, the scamp candy.
Yeah, we had a lot of pinfish on board, and again, a lot of cut bait and stuff, but the gags were so stacked up that literally when the poles hit the bottom, they were hitting anything and everything.
That's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it, Dave. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
One heck of a trip here, guys.
Jackpot. Dave's going to be doing the jackpot right outside of the office. If you think you have a jackpot contender, grab it and meet him out in front of the office. It's the largest snapper and the largest grouper. It's going to be close between a couple of you boys. John, you got anything else? Hey, all right, thanks for coming, guys. It was a great trip. Look forward to fishing with y'all again. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. 30. 30. 30.
Right here.
20.
Pardon me, sir.
52.
Nice stringer, sir.
Yep, thank you. Sweet. Good job.
I ate a bigger cooler.
60.
60. Like I say, making memories at Hubbard's Marina. Good catch. Buckets of fish, piles of fish.
Big job. That big one there on the table, how much you think it is? 10, 12?
32.
48.
What's that? Oh, I should see him. I can't see him now.
Now it's too low.
Oh, you got it upside down.
Yeah, I do. 14.7.
14.7.
Yeah.
Which one, Jared? This one here? Yeah. That one? Now, you might have a winner.
Peppy, how the heck are you, buddy?
How are you, bud?
Good.
Who is?
That's my side bet, that one. Yep.
He's not in the pot?
Yeah, I think he got me. Yeah, he's in the pot,
I never
too.
saw the side bet people. I never saw.
I never saw him either.
15.35.
Team last week would have beat that.
That's a contender for the whole shebang.
15.35. 16.8.
All right, that's a bigger one. Wait up, puppy. I know he's not even close.
15.10. John Martin takes it.
All right, well, that's going to do it here for the 39-hour, second to the last trip of the extended red snapper season. We had a great catch. Of course, I'm going to be back Friday.
I've got you trained, Martin.
No trip would be complete without the lovely ladies of Hubbard's Marina. How are you, Melissa?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning.
They make it all possible.